day, CSD, and welcome to this year's first newscast. I'm your anchor, Spencer, and sitting next to me, my partner in crime, Jack. What are you doing this Wednesday?
Going to school as usual. Why?
No, you aren't, because we have school off that day.
Oh yeah, it's Yom Kippur. That's when the Jewish religion observes the day with a 25-hour period of fasting.
Holy cow, that sounds very interesting.
Yeah, which makes me think of our next topic, parking with Nathan and Josh.
Hey, I'm Josh.
And I'm Nathan.
Welcome to the CSDNews Student Parking Report.
We reviewed Ms. Karn at the front desk about student parking.
Parking has gone a lot smoother this year than last year because we are not giving designated spots out.
We asked how many spots there were available for students. How many available spots are there for students?
I believe there's about 135.
We also asked where students can park without a pass.
Students that don't have a parking pass can park on the street near the entrance to the parking lot on both sides of the road as long as they don't park in front of the condos.
We also asked where they can't park.
Okay, they again, not in front of the condos because our neighbors get upset about that and we're trying to be really good neighbors. And they cannot park in the back in the spots marked L because that's for the landlord. And he will tow you. And we don't want that to happen.
Thank you.
That was a great story. Isn't this Friday Advisory Friday?
Yes, it is, my good friend. Advisory Fridays are CSD's ways to reach out to the community in different, fun, and creative ways. How are you liking your advisory this year, Jack?
I'm loving it. My advisor is Miss Janet Connor. We are in charge of helping kids with school so they can succeed in education.
That sounds really amazing. I have Papa Deering. In our advisory, we are part of this organization called Cookies for Kids Cancer. We bake cookies and send them to this bake sale where they raise money to fight cancer.
That sounds amazing and delicious. Great teachers doing great things. Let's go see Mataray and Brandon with this cast teacher feature.
I'm Miss Sutcliffe. I teach world history at CSD. Well, my favorite hobby is I collect postcards. I have over 500 in my collection, and anytime my friends or students travel, they have to bring me back a postcard, and I just hold on to them because I like postcards a lot. I started teaching in 2007. I started in Houston, Texas, teaching 5th grade at an inner city school. And what made me start teaching was honestly, growing up, I had the worst history teachers ever. They were all football coaches who were only there to coach, and they would sit behind a desk and say, read the next chapter and answer the questions, and then you'd have a test. And I love history, and I like learning about cultures and facts about things, so for me, that was my motivation, is that we need to have fun history classes. Like, it's important to know where we come from and how the past is connected to our present and why things happen the way they do. So that was my motivation to be a history teacher, because I had really bad teachers.
What an exciting story, which reminds me of our CSD Powder Puff football game to take place on October 1st. A good friendly competition between the senior and junior class to see who's really on top.
Oh yeah, last year the junior girls were on top in the end. It will be exciting to see what happens this year.
Speaking of sports, let's go to Graham and Mitchell.
I'm Graham.
And I'm Mitchell.
And this is CSD Sports!
Sports.
The soccer team is off to a fantastic start with an 8-0-1 record, and they show no sign of slowing down. They're outscoring opponents 44-15.
The women's tennis team is 1-1 and undefeated in their conference, and Marissa Deininger, last year's state champion, looks to defend her title again this year.
Definitely. Also, the volleyball varsity team is 8-2 and 6-1 in the conference, and the JV is undefeated with a 7-0 record and a 5-0 record in conference.
The cross-country team is also running very well.
They're running fast.
Super fast. Super fast.
Super freaking fast! And the golf girls team has got 1 second place finish and 1 third place finish, but no first place finish.
They're going to get one.
They're going to get one. And now it's time for what you all been waiting for, football!
We have an interview with Coach TJ Albert
and Duncan Riley.
The Duncan Riley.
The Duncan Riley. Watch the clip.
The fact that we have 7 seniors that have been here since day one, 6 of these kids were starting as freshmen. Just a lot of experience, have been battle tested for the last 4 years.
Well, I haven't done much, but stay on the sidelines and encourage my teammates and keep team morale up. I think that's important in game. Keep people motivated, keep people's spirits up, even when you're down. I think the big part of the team this year, why we're succeeding, is probably because we're more focused and we're more motivated this year to win. Last year we didn't have that intensity, and I think this year it's really changed.
Well, because going into the conference, when we start the conference, regardless of how we do these next 2 games, we'll be starting off the conference with a winning record. Whether it's 3-2 or 5-0, we're still going into the conference with a winning record. So, that was important for us this season.
Well, hasn't this been a fun newscast?
Yes, it has. I'm Jack.
I'm Spencer.
And you just watched
The CSD News.